Hello everyone. Continuation of the beginning chapter, we can have another one, that is the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. This act is an Indian legislation that provides for the payment of gratuity to employees upon the termination of their employment. This gratuity is a lump sum amount which has been made by an employer to an employee as a token of appreciation for their long continuous services. And here applicability, if you want to talk, this is especially coming under the employing 10 or more employees. Eligibility criteria is nothing but an employee becomes an eligible for gratuity after completing 5 years of a continuous service with the same employer. Calculating, if you want to talk, then outline for a formula calculating gratuity, which is based on an employee last drawn salary and an employee last drawn salary and the member of a particular services. Nomination, if you want to see, it allows employees to nominate their beneficiaries who will receive the gratuity amount in case of an employee's death. Payment period, if you want to talk, an act or that particular act requires employee to pay gratuity within 30 days of becoming payable either on retirement, resignation or the death of an employee. Case laws, if you want to talk, we can talk about the Shyam Sundar versus Oriental Bank of Commerce 2001. And continuing to the particular act, section 2A gives you a continuous services. An employee shall be said to be continuous services even his or her services interrupted by the way sickness, accident, leave, absence from the duty without leave or leave with full wages of a particular temporary disablement. Maternity leave 26 weeks will come under the payment of the gratuity. Section 4 gives you a picture of payment of a gratuity which shall be payable to an employee for the termination of his employment after his rendered continuous services for not less than 5 years. On the retirement or resignations also we can. On his death or disablement due to accident or the diseases we can. So according to the particular payment gratuity, Amendment 2018 also comes under, and the maximum amount of the gratuity payment to an employee shall not exceed 20 lakhs. And 9 is nothing but section 9 gives you a conditions and penalties. Knowing making a false statements or the false representations, it comes under 6 months of imprisonment and fine up to 10,000 or both we can. And at the same time, any controversy on the particular provisions by the employer, it comes under 6 months of imprisonment up to 1 year or fine up to or both. Taxable or taxability of a gratuity amount which comes under the government employees who exempted. In case of an employees under the particular act also comes 15 days salary based on salaries last drawn for each year of a service. And INR comes under 10 lakhs. Gratuity actual received also should be coming. Finally, I want to say the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972 is an Indian law that makes an companies pay a one-time gratuity on retirement of an employee who resigns after a minimum of 5 years of his service. The law applies to all kind of companies of at least 20 employees. The gratuity is 15 days wages for every year of an employee services or a partial year over 6 months. Thank you.